I asked the other day which of these three options you thought would be the best and how to lay a plane down on a bench. Was it A, was it B, or was it C? And which is the correct way to go about it? Well, like most things in life, it all depends. No doubt, if I just put these two to one side for a moment, if you went to the school in the 60s or the 70s and you did woodwork, you were invariably told, put the plane down on the side. And as one of my viewers pointed out, if you didn't, you got a bollocking. It isn't actually essential that you put it on its side. I think the primary reason for it was that there was two young lads, or not always lads, obviously some girls did woodwork as well, working on what was a relatively small woodwork bench. So there would be multiple tools lying about. So you'd have chisels and spoke shaves, etc., and set squares and metal rulers. And there was always a very good chance of somebody putting the plane down directly on some hard metal and chipping the blade. And if you're the woodwork teacher and you've got 20 or maybe even 30 students in your class, you get a bit fed up with dinged blades, because it's one thing just sharpening them, but if you've got a chip blade, then you've got to go back to the grinder, grind it and then sharpen it. So I think a lot of it came from that. It was just a way of being careful. Having said that, if you put it on its side like that, that blade, which is sharp, is completely exposed to your hands. And it's not something I particularly like. The other thing I found very difficult is you're constantly twisting your arm like this. And I'm right-handed, so my thumb will fit under there, but I find it very difficult to twist it that way. If you're left-handed, yes, you could do that. I've forgotten my train of thought now. Ah, yes. The other thing is, if you keep banging it down like that constantly, that lateral adjuster will steadily move off to the side. And if that's the case, you'll suddenly find that you're planing very unevenly. And you'll have a heavy cut on one side of the blade, and possibly no cut at all on the other. So that's one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of down on its side. Except there are exceptions. If you've got a metal top bench, then definitely put it on its side. Or you could go with the stick option and put it on the stick. I've even seen some concrete slabs as workbenches, and I definitely wouldn't want to put a plane down blade first on something like that. Option B. I tend to use this particular option. I'm working on a solid pine bench. The tool steel is considerably harder than this bench, so it's not going to wear. But what I always do when I place the bench down and the plane down is I go toe, heel. I don't plonk it like that as if I'm trying to plane a piece out of the top of the workbench. It's always toe, heel to put it down. And the same when I pick it up, heel and then toe. That way, no problems at all. The third option, if I just retrieve my stick, is the stick option. This way, it's the safe ground. You can't really go wrong with this. The only problem with the stick option is sometimes if you've got a great big pile of wood shavings, it disappears under the wood shavings. That in itself is not a problem. You can put it down on top of the wood shavings. However, if you've got lots of tools lying about on the bench, and if I grab a chisel and one of those is lurking about underneath, it's not going to do your plane a lot of good. So sometimes the wood shavings can hide things that are dangerous to your tools. Anyway, that's my take on the subject. I would love to thank all those that commented, and there was loads of you that commented. and the options were A, B and C. I didn't count up a winner, but I had votes for A, for B and for C. So clearly it depends on the circumstances. And that's the truth of the matter. If you've got a clean, tidy bench and you can see what you're putting the plane down on, no problem at all. If on the other hand you've got a cluttered bench and there's stuff everywhere, then either tidy up or start to use more safe practices like the strip of wood. Anyway, I'm Dave. I'm the skilled woodworker. Thanks very much for listening. Hope you join me again next week. And until then, take care now. Bye.